Saul was a very clever young man. He studied hard. He read lots of books. He thought he knew everything there was to know about how to behave, how to follow the rules. He thought he knew everything there was to know about how to be a good, upstanding citizen in Israel. Yes, Saul was a know-it-all. So, when a group of people came along and started turning the rules upside down, Saul was very cross. He was furious.
Who are these people? This is outrageous.
These people that Saul had heard about were Christians, followers of Jesus. They said that Jesus was the Son of God, and they taught that while the rules mattered, Jesus said other things mattered even more. It didn't matter how many books you'd read or how important and rich you were if you didn't care about other people. To be truly a good person, you had to love one another, look after people who were poor or ill, and look after all the outsiders who were ignored by the rich and important people, all those who were outside the rules. But the rich and important people didn't like that one little bit. And neither did Saul, the know-it-all.
How dare you! You should be put in prison for kind talk like that.
It got worse. Some of the important people egged on the crowds to attack Christians. And Saul was right in the middle of it, holding people's coats as they threw stones at a Christian called Stephen and killed him. Then Saul heard about a group of Christians in a big city called Damascus.
I'm not standing for this. I'm off to Damascus to put these Christians in prison.
But when Saul, the know-it-all, was on his journey, something amazing happened. There was a blinding flash of light. And Saul heard Jesus talking to him.
Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me and making me sad? Every time you hurt my friends and my followers, you are hurting me. Now, be on your way to Damascus and find out what you should be doing there.
Saul, the know-it-all, was so dazzled by this vision that he couldn't see anything at all for 3 whole days. And his friends had to lead him the rest of the way to the city of Damascus. And Saul started to realise that he didn't really know anything at all. In Damascus, Jesus appeared to a Christian called Ananias in a dream and told her to look after Saul.
Oh, I'm scared. Saul's a bully and a know-it-all, and he puts people like me in prison.
But Ananias decided to be brave and to listen to Jesus, and she went to see Saul and laid her hands on him in healing. Immediately, Saul could see again, and he began praising Jesus and asked to start a new life, baptized as a Christian. And to prove that he had changed into a better, kinder person from Saul the know-it-all, he changed his name to Paul. And Paul spent the rest of his life travelling around lots of countries, spreading the good news to all sorts of people about Jesus, who loves us all and wants us all to love each other. The song we're about to hear tells us he put his God suit on to help him go out and share the gospel, the good news. This song is based on a letter Paul wrote telling his followers, "Let your feet be shod with the gospel of peace."